curtain up for sculpture. Every departure holds a promise. And when I went on a journey at the beginning of this year to further explore the reason, the core of my work as a sculptor, I was particularly preoccupied with an area of inattention, namely the one between avoidance and trust. For the third sculpture in the crystal clear Certain at the Core series, I was guided by a sentence, like a question. Life carries if you give it space. I found a leftover piece of Persian travertine in my workshop, and the shape seemed quite suitable for my project. Persian travertine is a freshwater limestone that was formed around 2.5 million years ago in northeast Iran. Full of enthusiasm, I had started working on the form when I came across a metal plug glued into the stone, a remnant from its former existence as a gravestone. The plug had connected the gravestone to a plinth, a connecting piece, in other words. Could I just leave it and include it as a symbol, as a visible sign of a connection? I didn't want that. I wanted the stone pure, without plugs, and removed it. To do this, I had to work deep into the stone, and as a result, the shape of the sculpture began to change, moving further and further away from my original idea, which was to be symmetrical and balanced. It was a search, starting from the almost spherical center. Little by little, the form found a new balance, a dynamic that could only be achieved by loosening the plug. Every departure holds a promise. I called the sculpture Birth Flight. The takeoff only became possible at the moment when something detaches itself from what once held it together and carried it. While working on this sculpture, I realized that this is an existential process, like cutting the umbilical cord. Very personal, yes, and very universal. Birth flight represents the courage to entrust oneself to life, the strength to break away from something that has carried you so far. It happens again and again, that moment when something unknown begins, like the first breath, the first step, the first flight. And again, it means unfolding with confidence into your own life. Well carrying life, detached and serene, held in flight.